This is insane. Luke Schenn just got flipped, and we called it here on Penguins Digest. We've been talking about Luke Schenn since the trade last night with Michael Bunting. Well, guess what? He just got flipped for an absolute haul. Kyle Dubas is on his A game today. It's like he got possessed by some genius trade guy. Like just this masterclass performance by Kyle Dubas today, flipping Luke Schenn after trading Anthony Beauvillier, after trading Michael Bunting. He is dealing, wheeling, dealing, and there's more to come here on Penguins Digest, but right now we're talking about Luke Schenn, and before we break down the trade, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel Penguins Digest. Let's keep hitting this nail on the head. Kyle Dubas continues to deal. You guys are going to hear every single bit of news regarding this team first on this channel, Penguins Digest. We have a live stream coming up in just about an hour. So if you're watching this video, the live stream might be live. We're talking about Luke Schenn, though, first and foremost, because this guy was just acquired and he's already off the roster before he ever played a game. And that's exactly what we wanted. That's what we wanted. So Luke Schenn, 35-year-old defensive defenseman, traded to a cup contender, the Winnipeg Jets, for a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick. Are you serious? What a trade by Kyle Dubas. It is a masterclass by what has been one of the greatest deadlines already in recent memory. I mean, I've never seen a GM wheeling and dealing this effectively. He waited to the last minute. Here I am thinking, oh, you know, Kyle Dubas is not going to make a whole lot of moves. Well, in the span of about an hour, he traded Anthony Beauvillier for a second-round pick. Go check out that video. And now he traded Luke Schenn to the Winnipeg Jets for a second and a fourth. And if you look at this tweet, it says, no way they just got the Frederick package for Luke Schenn. When Trent Frederick was traded, everybody was like, wow, that's a haul. That's a haul that they just gave up to get him. They just got the same package almost for Luke Schenn. Holy moly. Tell me Dubas didn't know what he was doing when he traded for Luke Schenn in the Michael Bunting deal. He was going to trade Bunting for Novak is what Barry Trotz wanted to do. Kyle Dubas said, no, I think Bunting's worth a little bit more. He got Luke Schenn as a throw-in. Barry Trotz even admitted he didn't get the asking price, the market value for Luke Schenn, because this is what that is. This is what that looks like. Kyle Dubas absolutely blowing the top off of the NHL, fleecing the whole league, dominating this trade deadline day. It's like we're playing chess, okay? And Kyle Dubas is 10 moves ahead of everybody else. It is unbelievable to witness what he is doing right now. The Jets trading for Luke Schenn. And it's a good trade for the Jets. The Jets need him. The Jets need a defensive defenseman. They get Luke Schenn. Big, back up there on the blue line, a big, defensive guy. He's that kind of guy that's going to be an enforcer for you as well. He's going to stand up for his teammates. He's going to bring this veteran presence, this leadership. Luke Schenn's a very accomplished player. He's been around for a minute. So the Jets, if they're really trying to push for a Stanley Cup, you might as well get a guy that's already been there and done that in Luke Schenn. And obviously, Elliot Friedman was the first one to report this deal by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Unbelievable. Everybody is blown away. I'm blown away. Luke Schenn's a great player. Luke Schenn's a great player. No one's going to say Luke Schenn isn't good, but he wasn't right now for the Penguins. He wasn't a fit for them. A 35-year-old, Kyle Dubas trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, Luke Schenn's so good. Like, we know why we got Luke Schenn. And I'm going to show you the quote that he said about Luke Schenn. Because he did say, Luke Schenn, this is why we got him. This is why we got Luke Schenn. He said his experience, his leadership, his toughness, his spirit will be a major benefit to helping the Penguins maintain standards and support our existing core as they help to lead us through this phase of our program's evolution. What Kyle Dubas didn't mention, and I understand why he didn't, is that he was planning on flipping Luke Schenn all along. And that is why Kyle Dubas is the man, because he played this so strategically. He held his cards close to his chest, knew all along that he was going to get more value out of Luke Schenn than he was going to out of Michael Bunting. And he got it. Oh my gosh, this guy's adding so many draft picks for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He is helping our farm system more than I can even explain to you guys right now. He is dominating this trade deadline. I mean, unbelievable masterclass by Kyle Dubas here today. Winnipeg Jets getting Luke Schenn, again, a second rounder and a fourth rounder, adding to the assets that he has already put together. We have so many third round picks, second round picks, first round picks. In the next few years, we are just adding to the pool right now. We are the rich getting richer, and this rebuild is going to be so much more accelerated with all these draft picks. Kyle Dubas knows exactly what he's doing. Guys, we doubted him for 2 seconds. They were starting to wait. We're thinking, oh man, he might not make any deals. What's he doing? Why is he waiting? This is why he waited, because he knew he could get the leverage that he needed to make these kind of deals. We have 2 hours until the trade deadline. This is not the end, but this is one of the best deals that Kyle Dubas has made by far. I mean, seriously. 35-year-old Luke Schenn acquired in the Novak and Bunting trade. And oh my, did we just get an absolute haul for the 6'2" defenseman in the second season of a 3-year deal under contract for another year. Is why Luke Schenn was so valuable, because he's really good right now. He's a great defensive defenseman, but then he's on your team next year too. That's why you get that kind of package. That's why him being thrown in the Michael Bunting trade, we're thinking, oh, Tommy Novak, he's the crown jewel of this trade. Luke Schenn just got us a second and a fourth. Oh my gosh, he was worth more than Michael Bunting. So, Kyle Dubas, man. You get Schenn as a throw-in in that trade. Barry Trotz has no idea what his value is. And the Penguins make this trade into 2 more draft picks. They made that trade. They get their 4th rounder back that they basically traded to the Predators to get Luke Schenn in the first place. And now they get a second. So you basically get a 2nd rounder for Anthony Beauvillier. You get a 2nd rounder for Michael Bunting. And now Desharnais gone. That's a plus. Schenn was never on the team really because he's already gone. Just adding to the rich getting richer. That's all I can really explain this. Is the rich are getting richer, and the Penguins are finally becoming the rich. And you see what I talked about a couple videos ago. I was reacting to this Bunting trade. I was trying to break it down for you guys. I was trying to say this is why Kyle Dubas made the trade. This is why Kyle Dubas made the trade. The Penguins got a B+ simply because, yes, they got the best player in the deal, Tommy Novak, but they got a player that they could flip for more value than Michael Bunting. I don't think there should be a B+. I think it should be an A+ at this point, because that was the plan all along, and it was tweeted out. The tweet was that the Penguins would flip Schenn. That was a thought that came into mind for Darren Dreger. It came into my mind as well. As soon as I saw that Luke Schenn was part of that trade, I immediately thought, we're flipping him. You guys in the comment section, same thing. You have said, hey, we're probably going to flip him. My reaction to the Michael Bunting trade was, hey, I don't know what's going on right here, because Luke Schenn is not a player that we want right now. He's a win-now type player. Why isn't he going to a contender? Well, Kyle Dubas knew that he could get the most value out of Luke Schenn right up to the deadline, acting like, oh, I'm going to keep him. He's so great. Leadership, da-da-da-da-da. He tricked everybody. He pulled the old switcheroo and threw Luke Schenn away to the Jets and got a 2nd rounder for him. I mean, wow. Kyle Dubas, man. I can't say enough about what this guy's done. I mean, we talk so much trash on Kyle Dubas, and it's not warranted at all, because he knows what he's doing. It's just he doesn't want to show his cards. He keeps saying all the same stuff over and over again. Oh, we're trying to get younger. You know, we're trying to add to the draft capital, trying to speed up this rebuild. He doesn't want anybody to know he's actually a genius working behind the scenes, making all this crazy stuff happen that nobody sees coming. Guys, we knew Schenn could be flipped. We knew that was a possibility. But to get this type of return is unbelievable, unfathomable for me, for you, for the Penguins organization. Kyle Dubas knew. He's the only one that knew. All of us are out here surprised by it, but he is doing his thing. Watch him work. Guys, we're having a live stream here in less than an hour on this channel. So if you guys want more content regarding this trade, regarding the last trade, regarding the trade before that, regarding the next trade, regarding the trade after that, it's not over. This is deadline day. This is deadline Friday. So subscribe to the channel. We got the live stream coming up really soon. You guys probably hear the notifications continue to pop up as I'm making this video, because more stuff is happening. We'll have more videos on this channel, but really the next action for this channel is a live stream. So get on the live stream at 2 o'clock. If you miss it, you can watch the recording, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be bananas. Coming up to the trade deadline at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Penguins are not done.